Hello and welcome to the Luv Doc podcast with hosts Waldo Wachewski and Ophelia Bruschi.
Today, we're tackling something, well, it's probably familiar to a lot of you listening, that age-old vacation question.
Ah, the classic.
Exactly. We had a reader ask about planning a trip with their partner, and they're stuck. Mountains or beach.
Right. Happens all the time.
It does. And, trying to find the right answer, it actually took us on this unexpected journey. We ended up digging into marketing psychology, global brands, even legendary boxing.
It's funny how that happens, isn't it? A simple question about where to relax.
Yeah.
And suddenly you're looking at how choices are framed, how brands build themselves, even how history gets written, in a way.
Totally. The Luv Doc really opened up this whole fascinating angle on it.
Yeah, it shows how much depth there can be, even in what seems like a straightforward, personal choice.
Okay, so let's get into it. Because one of the first things the Luv Doc brought up was this concept they call random dualities.
Random dualities.
Oh. What they mean is, we're often given choices as if it's strictly A or B. You have to pick one side.
Yeah, a binary. No room in the middle.
And the Luv Doc points out, kind of humorously, that marketing managers, they love this.
Oh, absolutely. It's a classic tactic.
Forces you into a box when maybe there are loads of other options if you stopped to think.
Exactly. It simplifies everything. And, our brains often crave that simplicity. We're bombarded with choices constantly. So A or B, it can feel, easier.
Made sense.
The Luv Doc's big example is perfect. Cats versus dogs.
Right.
It takes this huge spectrum of how people relate to pets, maybe even personality types, and just slams it into two camps, opposing teams.
Yeah, you're either a cat person or a dog person. End of story.
When, as the Luv Doc says, you could be a goldfish person or a ferret person or whatever.
Or just not a pet person at all.
Precisely. But that duality, it creates tribes, defines who you are, who you're not. It's powerful stuff for marketing.
It really is. And that leads us perfectly, actually, into this story about Tito's handmade vodka.
Tito's.
Yeah.
You probably know it, popular vodka. But our sources tell this story about a key moment for the brand, a real crossroads, you could say, where this very idea, these random dualities, came right into play. The Luv Doc says Tito, the founder, basically met the devil at the crossroads.
And the devil in this case.
Yeah, not literally. It was his marketing manager.
Right. Makes sense.
And the crossroads, probably the office water cooler, which, knowing Tito's, maybe wasn't just dispensing water.
One could imagine.
So this manager, full of market research, basically gives Tito an ultimatum, looks him right in the eye, and the Luv Doc quotes it directly. We can either be a vodka for dog people or a vodka for cat people, but we can't be a vodka for both.
Wow. Just like that. Dog people or cat people for vodka.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Imagine that decision, your whole brand identity hanging on.
Yeah.
Pets.
It sounds absurd on the surface, doesn't it?
Completely. The Luv Doc says Tito searched his soul and made a decision he will have to live with. Well, maybe until he changes his mind.
Right.
And he chose.
Dog people. Dog people. Tito's became the vodka for dog people. And as the Luv Doc colorfully puts it, that meant categorically eliminating his affiliation with pussy lovers across the globe.
Okay. That's quite the phrasing.
It is. But okay, beyond the language, what does that tell us strategically? Why make such a seemingly bizarre choice?
Well, it's actually, quite profound from a branding perspective. It wasn't really about hating cats.
Right, I figured.
It was about the power of having a super clear identity, especially in a crowded market like spirits. If you try to be for everyone, you risk being strongly for no one.
Ah, okay, the be specific rule.
Exactly. By picking dog people, Tito's wasn't just picking a segment. They were tapping into a whole lifestyle, a community, maybe even shared values.
Like dog parks, outdoorsy stuff, that kind of vibe.
Could be. It gave them focus. It probably influenced their ads, their social media, even like sponsoring dog-friendly events. It makes the brand feel more authentic to that group.
So it creates loyalty, turns casual drinkers into, fans.
Precisely. It's a calculated gamble, but defining your tribe can really pay off. You build advocates, not just customers.
Fascinating. Turns a funny anecdote into, real lesson in strategy.
Yeah.
And clearly it worked. The source calls Tito's global AF.
Yes. They don't mince words.
And they even compare it to, the Michael Jordan Muhammad Ali of vodkas. Huge praise. Sing has incredible reach. They specifically mention you can find Tito's in Kinshasa.
Yeah, that Kinshasa detail is interesting. It sounds like just a random fact, but it actually tells you a lot.
How so?
Well, first off, Kinshasa. capital of the Democratic Republic of Congo, formerly Zaire.
Right.
And it's not some small town. It's massive. The world's 13th largest city, population-wise. Way, way bigger than Austin, where Tito started. Like 6 times bigger.
Wow. Okay. I didn't realize it was that big.
Most people in the West probably don't. So finding Tito's there, it challenges our assumptions, about where markets are, where economic activity happens. It's a reminder the world's more interconnected and, frankly, less Western-centric than we sometimes think.
Good point.
Holy crap. You're psychotically obsessed with the Luv Doc, but can't think of a flashy gauche way to share your obsession with the world? Stop thinking and make a beeline for the Luv Doc's home sweet home on the interwebs, thepleasurecraft.com, where you can find a veritable treasure trove of sick merch that will make even your coolest friends super gel. Honestly, I don't know why you didn't already think of this yourself, but you're welcome. Have fun on the Pleasure Craft. It was made just for you. Let me spell it out for you one more time. www.thepleasurecraft.com.
And that connection, Kinshasa plus the Muhammad Ali comparison, that immediately sparked another connection. The legendary Rumble in the Jungle.
1974. Heavyweight championship against George Foreman. Unforgettable.
Right there in Kinshasa. And that fight gave us that incredible chant, Ali Bomea.
Ali kill him.
Yeah.
Powerful stuff.
And the story behind that chant, it fits right back into this theme of making defining choices, shaping the narrative.
Absolutely. It wasn't the original slogan, was it?
No. Apparently the first poster said something like, from the slave ship to the championship. Pretty heavy.
Very heavy. Politically charged.
And Mobutu Sese Seko, the president of Zaire then, who was funding the fight, he wasn't having it. It's too controversial. He had the posters burned.
Right. So Ali needed something else.
And Ali, being Ali, master of promotion, master of the mind game, he came up with Rumble in the Jungle himself.
Genius move.
Totally. It wasn't just a slogan. It was defiant, empowering. It connected instantly with the local crowd. The Luv Doc even jokes that Ali met his devil at the crossroads, too, in Don King, the promoter.
Probably true.
But think about that choice Ali made. He didn't just accept the situation. He took control. He created his own narrative.
He did. He turned a potentially awkward political situation into pure, raw energy, something everyone in Kinshasa could understand and shout, and something that probably got right under Foreman's skin.
Oh, definitely. Imagine hearing thousands chanting, "Kill him," directed at you.
Exactly. It was psychological warfare, but also brilliant cultural connection. So, yeah, like Tito choosing dog people, maybe. Ali Bomea was a defining act. It shaped how people saw the fight, how they felt about him, narrative control.
It really highlights how these moments, these choices about identity or message can echo, shape legacies, whether you're selling vodka or fighting for a world title.
Absolutely. It's about simplifying, focusing, and connecting, making a complex situation feel immediate and visceral. Ali stripped away the political baggage and replaced it with pure fight energy. Empowering for him, intimidating for Foreman, just brilliant strategy.
Which amazingly brings us all the way back around.
Mountains or beach?
Mountains or beach. For you, our listener, pondering that getaway. After all this, vodka, boxing, global economics, the Luv Doc finally gives a verdict.
And how does it get there?
By absolutely tearing down the idea of a mountain vacation. It's quite funny, actually, but also insightful.
Okay, let's hear it. What's wrong with the mountains?
Well, the Luv Doc basically argues mountain trips are often just more work than a real vacation.
Uh-oh. I sense a critique coming.
Oh, yeah. It paints this picture. You're pitching tents, cooking on a little stove, maybe, and I quote, shitting in a hole in the ground.
Charming.
Waking up freezing cold in the middle of the night, finding your air mattress is flat.
Okay, I see the point. If relaxation is the goal.
Exactly. If you're going away to recharge, to find ease, the Luv Doc implies the whole mountain experience often fights against that. It's effort, it's self-reliance, it's maybe not pure indulgence.
It's a different kind of trip then. Maybe fulfilling in other ways, but not necessarily easy relaxation. The idea of peaceful mountains versus the reality of, well, camping.
Precisely. And the final nail in the coffin for mountain trips. According to Luv Doc, it's what I'm calling the pina colada test.
The pina colada test. I'm intrigued.
The argument is you can never get a proper pina colada in a mountain tavern, ever.
Why not?
Because, quote, they're always out of pineapples, coconuts, and limes.
Okay. Specific.
And if you did ask the, grizzled bartender for one, you'd get something like, it's Bacardi, and get your blasted foot off the furniture, you pirate cosplaying pervert.
Wow. Okay, that's vivid.
Isn't it? But it makes a point, right?
It does. The pina colada, it's more than a drink there. It's a symbol.
Of what?
Of, effortless, tropical pleasure, being waited on, pure, easy indulgence. That specific kind of relaxation.
And you won't find that vibe or the ingredients up a mountain.
Generally not, no. The mountain setting offers something else, ruggedness, nature, maybe adventure, not necessarily umbrella drinks. So the Luv Doc uses that contrast brilliantly. If you want the pina colada feeling, the mountains aren't built for it. You're choosing a different vacation value system.
Okay, so after that whole winding road, Austin vodka, Kinshasa boxing rings, marketing psychology, leaky air mattresses, what is the final definitive advice for the reader and their partner?
The moment of truth.
The Luv Doc is crystal clear, no ambiguity. It says, take your lady to the beach.
Simple, direct.
Gets right to the point. And just for good measure, it adds this rather dark but memorable caveat about the mountains.
Yeah.
You can save the mountains for when you're hiding from the fascists.
Right. Okay. Duly noted.
So there you have it. Started with a simple question, mountains or beach, and ended up, well, here. A wild Luv Doc.
It really was.
Showing connections between, these random dualities, how a vodka brand built its identity, how Ali shaped his own story, and ultimately what a vacation is really for.
It really underlines how making an informed choice matters, doesn't it?
Right.
Even for something personal like a trip. It's not just what do I like, but what experience am I actually signing up for?
Yeah, understanding the details beneath the surface, like the real work involved in one choice versus the implied ease of another, or how brands and people consciously craft their image.
That deeper understanding can change how you approach things. Not just big decisions, maybe, but everyday ones too. Moving beyond just gut feeling to really think about what you're choosing and why.
Which kind of leaves us with a final thought for you listening. If these huge brands make these defining choices, right, and legends like Ali take control of their narrative at these key moments, these crossroads, what crossroads might you be facing? It doesn't have to be massive, but where could making a clear, conscious decision, even when you might adjust later, like Tito could make a real difference? Not just for a vacation, but maybe for your day-to-day, your sense of self, the story you're telling.
Something to think about.
Definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining us for the Luv Doc.
To read the column that spawned this podcast, go to austinchronicle.com/columns/the Luv Doc. There are probably worse things to do with your time, right?